But in this side of town, yeah, we make it easy for them. So I've been to houses where people haven't been burgled. I've been in this house here at Kenmore for 35 years, never been burgled, and now I've been burgled. Well, yeah, you've been great, that's great, 35 years, but, and what happens is you get into bad habits. I do security audits, so just to let you know, my office will ring up people. When I do the stats, I check to see all the people who have been burgled in the Brisbane West, and anyone over 65 and over, I'll get my staff to call them up and say, hi, look, we realised you were burgled a week ago, would you like us to come over and give you a security audit? Oh, what's that? How much does that cost? No, it's free service. Police officer comes round. We walk around the house with you and we check out all the windows, the doors, the locks. Do a bit of a checklist. Oh, you need this. Oh, yeah, well, that'd be great. We'd love you to come over. Or we get the other response. Oh, no, my son's been around and he's boarded it shut. Won't happen again. All right, thanks, bye. I mean, we only offer it. Okay, we don't force people it. But that service is also available and not widely. I did send Walter Williams a text last week on Wednesday because Walter was talking about security on 4BC, and I just got home from football, the real game. Anyway, and
Steady.
Hang on. Stand up, come on, stand up for us here, buddy. Come on, Belgium. Hey? Anyway, so I was listening to Walter, and they were talking about security, and I texted him the same thing. I said, look, if anyone wants a security audit, please contact my team, my office in the western suburbs, all my counterparts in the different areas as well, and we'll come and do a security audit. Oh, so I have had people call up, and that'll teach me, to book a security audit, and it takes 15, 20 minutes or whatever, depends how big the place is. And we go around and do a security audit, and I'll do a bit of a checklist. So that's available not to just people over 65 and have been a victim of burglary. I will ring. But if you're 65 and never been burgled, you can still get us over. Or if you're 25 and want us as well. But it's just not known service. And thank Walter read it out on 4BC last Wednesday night to 3 people. And so hopefully, and they all rang me. So yeah, that was good. So that's a service that's little known. So if you spread that around, we do it. We will come around and do a bit of a scope. Otherwise, crime's pretty good in this area, but please don't get complacent. All right, don't lock. When I go to these people's houses and I do a security audit, I check all the locks and stuff, and the people that they've burgled, I say, well, how do they get in? You've got the great locks. You've got the look. See, this is a good example. This has got a key lock. See, you can get this without the lock on it. These people obviously don't bother because they're 4 or 5 floors up. But people have this and say, oh yeah, look, I locked it, and I must have. I've just missed it. I did it like that. Or they just do that, but they don't use the key. They don't key lock it. So a lot of people do it with the security doors. They have a security front door, and they'll just use the little nib bit, or they leave the key in it. And it's a behavioural thing. So most people have got good locks. Very rarely do I come around to a house in the western suburb and say, oh, your locks are terrible. You need to go to Bunnings and get a locksmith here real quick because your locks are not very dated. Most people have got good locks. It's just, oh, I left the door ajar for the cat to come and grab some food, and the cat came in with a cat burglar because it took everything and stole everything. So it wasn't even a real cat. So that's the problem. It's all behavioural. It's very cheap. It's all behavioural. It's about changing behaviours out here because we've been, like our little friend said, the pickings are good out this way because we don't lock up around here because we've had a good run for so long.